My name is Miss Mary, and welcome to Live Storytime. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live Storytime. My name is Miss Mary, and this week we are imagining our story in the wild. So I have some great stories to share today. I'm just going to wait for some people to arrive, and we'll get started. When you do arrive, make sure you say hello in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out. And as always, a reminder, and I'll say this midway through as well. If you come late and you miss a story, the replay video is always on the Facebook page as soon as I end the live video. So again, when you come in, please say hello, and I'll make sure to give you a shout out. This week we are imagining our story in the wild. So I have some great wild animal stories to share with you today, and I just think it's going to be fun. Okay. So again, I see some people coming in. Just say hello in the comments so that I can give you a proper shout out. And I have a fun story to share from earlier this week. I met one of my Storytime attendees for the first time this week. He has tuned in almost every week, either live or the replay video, and every week since I've been doing it. So his name is Sammy, and he came into the library this week to meet me, and he gave me beautiful flowers, which I just thought was so kind. So I wanted to make sure I gave Sammy a shout out and a thank you. Those flowers are beautiful, and I was so touched to see that. So it was exciting to meet one of my Storytime followers in person. Okay, you know what? We have some people here, so I'm going to get started with my first story. And after my first story, I'll link to this week's activities guide in the comments, so that way you have it ready to go. And there's so many cool things that we're doing this week. So let's get started with our first story. This story is called Get Out of My Bath by Britta Teckentrup. Okay, so we have an elephant on the cover, and elephants are Miss Mary's favorite animal. So here we go. Get out of my bath. Hello, Ellie. It's Ellie's bath time. Can you help her make some waves? Gently shake the book back and forth, side to side. Then turn the page to see what happens. Good job! Look at those waves. Tilt the book to the left and see what happens next. Hooray! This is fun. Now tilt the book to the right. But what's this? There's a crocodile in Ellie's bath. Ellie does not look happy. Can you say, "Get out, crocodile"? Oh dear, that didn't work. Crocodile is still there. And now Flamingo is in the bath too. And look! Tiger has just jumped in with a great big splash. This bath is very crowded. Surely no one else can fit in. Eek! It's a mouse. There are too many animals in this bath. Can you try to shake them out? Shake it, shake it, shake it. That didn't work, and it looks like Ellie's had enough. She shouts, "Get out of my bath!" Then she sucks up all the water with her long trunk until all the water is gone. Brrr! The animals are shivering. Ugh, let's go, they say. And when Ellie is sure that the animals have left, she squirts all the water back into her bath. Ah, now there's lots of room in Ellie's bath again. Maybe it's time for your bath now. The end. Okay, so that is Get Out of My Bath. Okay, I see a couple of comments. Hello, Merwat. Hi, Montaha and Zoha, all the way from Pakistan. Amazing. Thank you so much for coming. And hi, Margie. I hope you saw my or heard my shout out at the beginning. I mentioned that I met Sammy this week, and it was so great. And it's great to have a real life in-person friend now. So I also wanted to show my shirt today. It's new, and it says, "Every day should be library day." Thought that was great. I absolutely needed this when I saw it. So again, welcome to Live Storytime. If you're just arriving, the replay video shows up on our Facebook page as soon as the live video ends. So you'll be able to catch up on any books that you may have missed, or just watch it again if you liked the stories today. And I'm about to share in the comments this week's themed activity guide, which is all about being in the wild and wild animals. And there's some great things on that theme. Zoos that you can check out, their live stream videos, fun activities, cool recipes like monkey bread. So check it out. I'm going to click send so you'll see my comment. And let's get started with our next book. This one is an oldie but a goodie. I just love this story called Goodnight Gorilla by Peggy Rathman. It's a classic. And not a lot of words, but a very funny story going along with it. So here we go. Goodnight, gorilla. Okay, so the zookeeper's saying goodnight, but what happened? The gorilla has the keys. So he gets out, right? Goodnight, elephant. Oh, I think that gorilla's going to let him out too. Yep. Good night, lion. Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe. Uh-oh. All of the animals are getting let out. Good night, armadillo. There's the gorilla with the keys. All of the animals are following the zookeeper home. Wonder how long it'll take him to notice. They're going in his house. Oh my! They're in his bedroom. He still hasn't noticed. Good night, dear. Good night. 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 And you see the zookeeper's eyes in the dark. The light goes on. She sees the gorilla. Okay, so all the animals going back to the zoo with the zookeeper. Good night, zoo. But look who's still behind him. That gorilla just does not want to stay at the zoo. Good night, dear. Good night. Good night, gorilla. Zzz. The little mouse is saying good night, too. That is the story of Goodnight Gorilla. Okay. Thanks, Margie. I got this shirt on Etsy. I've gotten some of my great shirts with the great quotes on them from Etsy. So I had to have this one when I saw it. So thank you for liking my shirt. Okay, I have 5 stories to share today. I know that's a lot, but some of them were a little short, so I wanted to make sure that we spent the full half hour together. So we have some extra stories today. I hope you don't mind. So again, if you've arrived at Storytime, please say hello in the comments, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out. This one is called Wild Baby by Corey Dorfeld. Wild stretch, wild yawn, wild morning starts at dawn. Wild jump, wild free, wild baby, wait for me. Wild slide, wild swing, wild hands on everything. Wild dance, wild hop, wild climb up to the top. Wild find, wild fun, wild baby on the run. Wild path, wild pace, wild crazy jungle chase. Oh my, let's see the snake. Wild search, wild track, wild baby, come right back. Wild danger, wild trap, wild teeth about to. Oh no. Oh, the branch snaps. Phew, thank goodness it wasn't the teeth. Wild peak, wild frown, wild time to climb on down. Wild trouble, wild drama, wild scold from wild mama. Wild reason, wild story, wild baby says, I'm sorry. Wild smile, wild sighs, wild mama, close your eyes. Wild gift. Wild view. Look at all those beautiful butterflies. So nice. Wild baby, I love you. Okay. So thank you again, everyone, for coming to Storytime this week. It's always fun to share stories with you. It's my favorite time of the week. So glad to be here today. And I have 2 more stories to share. So let's keep going. Now, this one, you won't be able to see me doing all of the actions in this book, but I hope that you're doing the actions at home. This is another classic, Eric Carle from Head to Toe. So, let's do it. I'm going to trust that you're going to do the actions along with the book. Here we go. I am a penguin and I turn my head. Can you do it? That one you can see. Okay, I'm turning my head. Are you? I hope so. I am a giraffe and I bend my neck. Can you do it? Oh, I can do that one too. Can you bend your neck? I am a buffalo and I raise my shoulders. Can you do it? Raise those shoulders. I can do it. Excellent. Okay, I'll try to do this one. I am a monkey and I wave my arms. Can you do it? Okay, see my arm? I can do it. I am a seal and I clap my hands. Can you do it? I can do it. Okay. Hard when you're holding a book. I am a gorilla and I thump my chest. Can you do it? Can you thump your chest? Don't hurt yourself. I can do it. I am a cat and I arch my back. Can you do it? I'm trying. You can't really see, but I'm trying. So arch your back. I can do it. Okay, this one you won't be able to see because it's out of shot. I am a crocodile and I wriggle my hips. Can you do it? Can you wiggle your hips? I can do it. I am a camel and I bend my knees. Can you do it? Okay, you can't see me, but I'm bending, I promise. I am a donkey and I kick my legs. Can you do it? Okay, I'm kicking, you can't see, but I'm doing it, I promise. I can do it. I am an elephant and I stomp my foot. Can you do it? I'm stomping, I hope you are. I can do it. I am I and I wiggle my toe. Can you do it? Okay, I'm wiggling it. You have to trust me. I can do it. I can do it. The end. So I hope you all did the actions along with that story. That's one of my favorites to read in in-person story time because it's always fun to watch the children doing the actions along with the book. So some of them you couldn't see me doing because it's out of view of the video, but I promise I did all of the actions. So again, if you're here, please say hello in the chat and I'll make sure to give you a shout out. And I just wanted to let you all know that I am actually off next week. I am not going to be doing a live story time next Friday. We will be posting a special story time video that I pre-recorded, so stay tuned for that. That will be posted next Friday. So you'll see a story time from me, but it won't be a live one. And I will be back on July 31st with more stories. So I just wanted to let you know, don't panic if you don't see a live story time next week. I'm okay. I am just taking a little time off, and I'll be back the week after with more stories for all of you. So stay tuned and look out for that pre-recorded video next week. So let's get going with our last story. This one I found, some of these were, the ones that I read already were old favorites that I've loved, like From Head to Toe and Goodnight Gorilla. And then some were new, like Get Out of My Bath and Wild Baby. And this was another news story that I found this week called How to Find an Elephant by Kate Banks. Again, I just love elephants, and this story is really cool because the elephant is hidden on every page, and let's see if we can find him, okay? Here we go. The best time to look for an elephant is on a dull day, when clouds hover on the horizon looking like spaceships, and you're thinking up something to do. Okay, so going to start looking for an elephant. The best place to find an elephant is in the wild. You will need to pack some food and a pair of binoculars. You may want to take a flute and bring a blanket, one that's tasseled and brightly colored, with a story woven through the cloth to tell the elephant. Okay. The first thing you will want to do is climb to the top of the nearest tree. Take out your binoculars and look for something large and gray. If you don't see an elephant, then you will have to go into the jungle. I don't know if I see him. Not yet. Do you? Keep an eye out for elephant footprints. They look like this. But don't expect to hear the elephant's footsteps because elephants walk on tiptoe. Now that made me giggle when I first read it because elephants are so big. Can you imagine them walking on their tiptoes? But look, I think the elephant is hiding behind these trees. When you get thirsty, stop at a watering hole for a drink. While you are there, you can take a dip. Don't forget that elephants are fine swimmers. I think that might be our elephant hiding there. If you come to a house, knock on the door and politely say, "Has anyone seen an elephant?" And if no one has, then go deeper into the jungle. I don't know. I don't know if I see him on this page. Wait a minute. There's some tusks. You are bound to be hungry, so find a soft, shady spot and have your lunch. In case an elephant decides to join you, gather some bamboo shoots and tree bark for the elephant to eat. You will need plenty because elephants have big appetites. No pizza or chips, please. Look who's hiding behind the bamboo. I think that's our elephant. At some point, you will probably bump into a chimpanzee. If you are feeling brave, ask if you can swing on its vine. I definitely see in the corner there an elephant's eye. Be sure to jump off when you see an eagle's nest. Ask the eagle to carry you over the trees to the edge of the jungle. Do you see the elephant behind the leaves? I see him. When you get there, take a good look around. And if you happen to spot something big and gray, tiptoe closer. You'll want to see if it's an elephant or not. If it's not an elephant, then you'll just have to keep looking. I don't know, that big rock looks a little bit like an elephant, don't you think? And if you begin to feel tired, go to the top of a hill that has long, lush grass swaying in the breeze and some crickets to sing you to sleep. Spread out your blanket and lie down. Remind yourself to have sweet dreams of elephants. If you should be wakened by the ground shaking, oh, he fell asleep on the elephant. and find yourself wrapped in a hug and lifted toward the sky, then you will know that an elephant has found you. Oh, and off they go together for adventures. All right, so that is how to find an elephant. So that was my last story for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And again, if you missed any of the stories, please hang out a little bit after I end the video, because you'll see the replay and you'll be able to watch and catch up on any of the videos you may have missed. So I also wanted to just remind you again that next week there is no live story time. I am off next week, but we will be back in action on July 31st with more stories. A theme that is a surprise. I'm not going to tell you what the theme is, but it's a great one. And next week, in place of live story time, I am going to, I did a pre-recorded story video, and that will be posted on our Facebook page next Friday. So I wish everyone a great weekend, a great week ahead, and have fun, stay safe, be well, and just hopefully maybe find some new stories to share with each other. Come visit the library if you'd like. We are open for limited services, so come down and browse and maybe pick out a new book or two. And if you're still not feeling comfortable doing that, that's okay too. Give us a call. We will pick out some books for you, and you can do curbside pickup as well. So I hope you enjoyed imagining your story in the wild today, and I will see everyone on July 31st. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.